happy sewing again. I'm going to bring you a quick little update on what I've been doing, which actually isn't that much, but I made up this fabric, if you remember from my last video, that I wasn't quite sure about. What I made with it was the Anneline Clementine Dress. Now, I thought that was a free pattern, but I've just gone and looked it up. I'll put the link below. It isn't free, but all of their patterns are $2. Anneline Patterns isn't a company I'd heard of before, and I don't even remember how I heard of them. But when I saw the Clementine dress, I thought, there's a very simple dress. And to be honest, because this is a big flowery print, I didn't want to cut it up into pieces and then maybe have to match it or whatever. It's very like the La Belladonna top from Love Notions, and that's a very simple, I think, is it called dolman, where the sleeves are just part of the dress. It's the quickest, easiest dress ever to make. So I was thinking about my daughter, trying to encourage her, and I think this would be a great dress for a beginner, because literally all you have to do is, you know, side seams the top, there's no fastenings, and I just turned over. I didn't even put a band in, I just turned it over, and I haven't even machined this stuff. I probably will put some stitches in the sleeves. The hem, I haven't, it did say in the place where the material was that you didn't need to hem it, and here we go. It actually doesn't have a hem on it at all. I don't know if you can see. It has no hem on it. The reason for that is I should have lengthened the pattern. It's only just long enough for me. It just about hits my knees. And I think I was going to thought, well, I want to have a dress this time. I don't want it to be a tunic, although I was tempted. But I thought, you know, I've cut out a dress now. I want it to be a dress. And I thought, well, I can get away with not hemming it. And actually it looks fine. Of course, it does feel a bit weird not to hem something, but that doesn't mean to say it's not right. So what can I say about this pattern? Well, I looked at the size chart, and the size chart, it goes up to a size 30, which is a bust of 57.25. But I made a size 22. I measured it, and it said a size 22 should have a bust of 48.25, and I thought, well, you know what, I'll cut out a size 22 and I'll do a little full bust adjustment, and I'll put it so that there's a bit more space in the front than the back because I'm so busty. So I did that, but then when I made it up, it was masses too big. So I cut it down and made it into a size, I took it in a lot, and of course it's a very simple dress to take in because it's all just two seams. So I took it in, and then when I went back and adjusted the pattern, I realised that I'd actually taken it in probably to about a size 18. So bear that in mind. And this fabric, I mean, one of the reasons why I sort of decided I'd make a size 22 was because I was a bit worried this fabric doesn't have a whole lot of stretch, maybe not even 10%. So yeah, if you're making this, be very careful, because I think it's probably running quite big. What else can I say? Oh, funny enough, when I taped it up, I realised that I had the Hala Agnes, and I compared the two patterns together. I'll show you in a minute. Now, the Hala Agnes is a size 22, and this Anneline Patterns one is actually a size 18. You know, because I've cut the pattern down. If I'll show you what they look like together, it's quite interesting because they're very close to the same size. The Anneline one, of course, has got a little bit of a full bust adjustment in it, but not much between them. I looked at the Hala Agnes and I thought, but the Hala Agnes has got a much wider skirt, and this fabric is very thick. I thought it wouldn't really work. I probably need something more flowy. The other thing about Hala Agnes is the back and the front are the same piece, which is great and simple, but there is no way. I am definitely at least a size smaller in the back than I am in the front. So I think I'll try the Hala Agnes, but I'm going to try it by putting a full bust adjustment in the front so that the front is bigger than the back. But anyway, other than that, funnily enough, I went on our version of eBay, which is called Trade Me. Generally, if you live in New Zealand, you don't usually shop on Amazon or eBay or anything like that because the postage is just completely prohibitive. In a way, that's good because it means you kind of shop local. But of course, we hadn't been using Trade Me at all when we were in level 4 lockdown. There was no business at all going on. But when we went down to level 3, I thought, oh, let's have a look and see if there's anything on Trade Me. And I found somebody selling fabric and it wasn't far off closing. So I just put in some really low bids on it and I got pretty much all of it. There's this piece. There's a few meters of this, maybe even 3. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. But it's like a kind of a... It's very stretchy. I suppose it could make a sort of overtop or something, but I've got quite a lot of it. I do like the colour actually, sort of a rosy colour. Just plain black, quite heavy. I always find actually it's useful to have plain fabrics because, I don't know, you always seem to be able to use them eventually. Sweet as anything. Look at this. This is kind of like a knit and it would make a lovely jumper. Look at it. It's just like a sort of Fair Isle knit, but wonderfully enough, to go with it is ribbing as well. Now, there's not a whole lot of this. I hope I can get a little jumper out of that. I think that would be so cute, don't you? There's this piece. I've actually got a piece of fabric like this, but in a slightly different colour. I don't like it very much. I don't think it does very much for me. Probably can use it to line a bag or something. Got about 2.5 meters of that, which is kind of like a, do you know if you see what that is? It's kind of like a shiny sort of a fabric. Here we are again. A light just fell down. And then there's this one. Now, I know that the roses are they're quite big on this. I think you'd have to be careful where you put the roses, but there's loads of this. Maybe there's 5 meters of it. So. And it's got the most lovely drape. I don't know what it is, viscose maybe or something like that. So I'm a little bit worried about the roses, but I do think it would make a lovely drapey dress. What do you think? Anyway, great possibilities. And all of that fabric with $12 of postage costs me $28, and in fact the fabric only cost me $12 because $4 was for this, hang on, little outfit. I just noticed it was there for $4 and I just put in a bid. That's a kind of a lacy skirt. Now I don't really like midi skirts, but I thought I could shorten it. In fact, I bought it for the lace, but it fits me quite well, so I might just shorten it. And then there was this, and this was actually a jumper. And it had all this lace all over it to match the skirt. I think it must have been an outfit for a special occasion or something. But I carefully unpicked the front, the seam at the front, and then I made handmade bias binding to finish it off because actually I haven't got a rust-coloured cardigan. I thought it would be quite good. So very happy with my little haul. So yeah, the other thing I was going to tell you about was, to be honest, I've been struggling somewhat with my motivation. I've been feeling tired in the evening and haven't done a whole lot of sewing, although I do try to do some little things. The project that I really sort of committed to was to try and take photographs of my clothes and make up 31 outfits for Me Made May, although they might not all be me made. To be honest, I hardly got an item in my wardrobe that I probably haven't necessarily made it, but I've definitely altered it in some way. Yeah, I haven't made a lot of progress with that, to be honest. Just haven't really felt like it, and it's been as much as I can do at the moment to get dressed, let alone get dressed into something pretty when nobody cares what I look like at home here. But I've just remembered that one thing I did do was find a couple of things that might go with this dress now. So you'll see I'm wearing the dress. This is the day after I filmed that video. I'm wearing the dress. I had actually made sleeves for it and taken them out, but I realised when I saw the video that I think I would like the sleeves after all, because it is supposed to be a winter dress and I thought it would be warmer. And actually because I've taken the whole dress in, when I put the sleeves back on, it looked a lot better. So I put the sleeves in. I also because when I looked at the video, I thought, you know, I think it's still a bit loose. I actually took 2 quite decent darts in at the back. The moral of this story is it's actually a great way to have an objective look at the things, at your clothes and the things that you make, to go and either take photos or video yourself, because you will see maybe things that you can't see when you get too close to the whole project. Anyway, I hope I'm making sense. But so what I've done just now is I've just taken some photographs for my wardrobe book, and I tried this dress on because this dress is really quite out of my comfort zone. So I've tried it on with various things, that jackets and cardigans, and I quite like it with this fluffy thing. Yeah, and I thought I'd share those pictures. Tell me what you think. Give me some feedback, because I'm not sure which ones I like the best, but I'm definitely probably going to wear this with some kind of a jacket a lot of the time, or a cardigan, especially as it's a winter dress. So I'd appreciate your feedback. So have a look at the photos now, and then once the photos are finished, we'll say goodbye. I have anything else to tell you. I've probably rambled on enough anyway. Hey guys, I hope you're all hanging in there and staying safe and keeping well. We're moving down a level of our lockdown now, so now we're going to the place where the shops will be open and you can go in them, but we're still going to have to take precautions. I'm still going to work at home, but you know, it's normal life is returning and it's safe out there for us. So I am truly heartily grateful to our government for taking the steps they've taken, and it has been hard, but you know, it's pretty hard. I think lockdowns get harder the more time goes on, because you know, the other day on Sunday I just felt like if I don't go somewhere else I'm just going to scream. But really, I've got nothing to complain about. I know many people that were going to watch this video are having it way worse than I am. So if you are, please, I hope sewing's being a comfort to you. So stay safe, keep well. Talk to you again soon.